Rogue Company is a brand new 4v4 third-person shooter that is filling a gap in the market that is there. Let's be honest, there's not many third-person shooters about these days, and as I said, it's 4v4, it's third-person, and the main game mode is a typical search and destroy, bomb, plant it, defend it, carry on sort of game, and it is one of those classic game modes, and that's what they've decided to go with. Single elimination, always the best kind of modes to get people introduced to the game. And with this game, that is currently a beta, but I think it's like a beta where they've released it and can then further get to the point of where they want to change things quickly. It doesn't sort of deter them from doing so with it being a beta. However, the thing that makes me say it's a beta is the fact that there is 13 different characters and 7 different maps already. Now most betas would only release with like a couple of each, obviously, but it's already fairly extensive. It's already went through quite a long alpha period that's been going on for quite some time as well. And one of the big things that does encourage me about Rogue Company is the lead designer used to be a competitive Halo 3 player caster and then moved to Call of Duty caster. Of course, Scott Gandy, if you aren't aware of him, is somebody who's been involved in the esports scene since a very young age, and he is somebody who's been around for a very long time in the esports scene. This would give you the indication that this game is going to go in that esports direction, but that's why the game's, I don't want to say why the game's being made, but that's how the game's being made in that way. It seems very clean, it seems very balanced at this moment in time as well. It seems to just really make sense. Another thing to touch on that I really like about it is, as I said, the different amount of rogues. 8 of them are unlocked as default, and the rest of them you can unlock through progress by earning reputation for, of course, taking part in games. The better you do, the more reputation you get. And with these rogues, there's so many different ways to play. You have a relatively varied selection pool of different kind of characters that offer different things to a team. Rogues like Phantom, who is a sniper and can cause damage at long range, or close range if you're noticing how powerful she is at this moment in time. But then there's other plenty, different variations of rogues. There's Dallas, who is a good intel sort of player who will go in there first, figure out where everybody is. Saint is somebody who works as a medic to revive people from afar. Trench is somebody who can slow people down the defensive side. There's so many different ones. Dima, explosives expert. I mean, there's so many different ways to play the game that it really does suit a lot of people, and I feel as if that's why it's getting a lot of traction. The game's not only fun, there's loads of different ways to play it, and what I really like about it as well is the buy period. Obviously going down a similar route to CSGO, to Valorant of course, with this single life S&D kind of mode, but these guns and abilities carry over. So as the rounds go on throughout the half, it is 1st to 7 with 6 rounds defensive and 6 round attacking sided halves with different rogues on each side of things. You get to choose somebody different at half time, but with this amount of time you build up your character with the money that you earn from finding kills or plants or winning rounds. Your player, or rogue I should say, gets more and more powerful as the rounds do go on. Now, one thing I could possibly criticize of this one is I never really feel as if I'm like behind on economy. I don't know if that's maybe if I'm, playing it wrong in that sense, but it never feels like you are at the point of where if you've lost like a couple of pistol rounds or something like that, that you are completely out of the game. It is one of these things where you can be caught up pretty soon. Even if you lose the first pistol round, you could technically save up the money, of course, to get a primary weapon. These primary weapons you can upgrade as you go on, and I just like the variation. You can not only have a different rogue who does different things and have different abilities, but you can take that rogue in whichever direction you want to take it in terms of the perks that you can attach, the equipment you can use. There's trophy systems in this game. I mean, that's a bonus for me. The immediate moment I seen that, I knew that this game could go on to do well because they are implementing things that are needed to make something competitive. You need counters to certain degrees of things in the game, and there just seems to be a counter to everything right now. It is a beta, and it does potentially have its flaws, with third person being in there of course as well. That can create some crazy angles, etc, but that's why the beta's there. They're maybe going to figure this sort of thing out. I don't know, I just don't really have that many negatives to say towards it right now, and Rogue Company is exciting me a lot. I honestly think that this could be the next big esports title. Obviously Valorant's going in that direction and will be forced in that direction, but Rogue Company I feel as if it already has a very thriving community. We've already seen to be pushed on Twitch quite a lot, and you can get a key through doing Twitch drops, watching your favorite streamers, but it just feels as if a lot of people are really enjoying this game. It's been quite a while since I picked up a new shooter and sort of said, this is really fun. I mean, you can play on controller, you can play Xbox, PlayStation, I believe it's crossplay, obviously PC, I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, as you can tell from the flicks, or not. But it just has a lot of accessibility, it's not very expensive, you can get a key as mentioned, which is free, and of course when the full game comes out, if it's more polished than this, it's going to be a top tier game. I just don't see any direction but up for Rogue Company right now. Let me know what you're thinking of Rogue Company. I'm really enjoying it as mentioned, and I hope you guys are too. If you haven't played it, I fully recommend it. Keys are pretty easily available. You can just sign up to their list and they will send you keys or let you know when keys are available at certain locations. You can of course get a hold of them as well through Twitch drops, or you can just buy the game. I think it was like £12-13, so that'll be like what, $15-20 or so, and it's fully worth investing your money into and investing some time into Rogue Company. There'll be plenty more Rogue Company content coming to this channel very shortly. We're going to go through my favourite rogues, we're going to go through a tier list, we're going to go through a weapon list, best upgrades to do on your weapon. There is so many different things we can delve into. We're very excited to see what happens with Rogue Company here at EGL, and we are going to follow this story. But for now, we will catch you on the next video. See you then.
They weren't having any of it.